Okay, class, for today's lesson, there are two learning objectives. The first one is to summarize the main points and explain key details of a story, text, or plot by deciding whether statements 1 until 4 are true or false. So this objective will be involved in task D. All right, later on task D. The next objective is to organize, sequence, and develop ideas within short texts on familiar topics by writing a short story with appropriate use of language. So, this objective will be involved when you are writing your own story. Okay, for today's lesson, we are going to learn how to write a story. Before we begin, let's look at the learning focus box first. Okay, this is what you need to remember when organizing a story, right? So, the first one, most stories have mm, beginning, middle, and end. So there are three parts. The beginning of a story introduces and describes the people, place, and time of a story. The middle section of a story usually describes the action or the things that happen to people, or in the place in a story. The middle section of a story can have several paragraphs. So the writer can describe more action, meaning that you can write more in the middle part of the story. This is where the writer sometimes includes something surprising or unexpected. Oh, okay. All right. The end of a story explains the action or events in a story, or it can leave the reader with a question or mystery. So, meaning that you don't necessarily have to end the story, but you can leave you can leave the reader to make their own conclusion, to make up their own ending, to guess uh, what the ending could be, right? Okay, now let's move on to the first task, task A. Use the words to complete the sentences. Okay, these are the words that you should insert in um, sentence 1 until sentence 6. Suddenly means tiba-tiba. In the end means akhirnya. Meanwhile, di samping itu, once upon a time, pada suatu hari, at first, pada mulanya, it all started, ianya bermula dengan, okay, now, which one of these phrases can be inserted in the beginning of these 6 sentences here? Let's begin with number 1. There was a beautiful princess named Louise. Hmm, hmm, what's the answer? Think first, right? Let's move on to number 2. A few years ago, on the first day of summer, hmm, what is it? So these phrases, in the yellow word bank is what we call discourse markers. Okay, in Malay it is called penanda wacana. So discourse markers helps you to begin your sentence or to switch your reader's focus from one event to another. All right. Now, let's look at the third one. She thought she was still asleep. The fourth one, there was a bang. I think number 4, okay, the discourse markers that we can use in number 4 is suddenly. Do you think so or no? Okay, KIV. We will go back to number 4 after this. The others were still looking for a way out. Number 6, nobody won the prize. Okay, suddenly, let's try the first one. Suddenly, there was a beautiful princess named Louise. Now, in the end, there was a beautiful princess named Louise. Um, could be, could be. Meanwhile, there was a beautiful princess named Louise. Now, once upon a time, there was a princess called Louise. Huh, right? This one is more suitable. What about the next one? At first, there was a it all started, there was definitely not. So I think the first one is once upon a time. Okay, let's write the answer here. Once upon a time. There's not enough space, but whatever. Okay, what about number two? Suddenly, a few years ago, no. In the end, a few years, no, no, no. Grammatically ill, okay? It's not correct. Meanwhile, no, no, definitely not. At first, a few years, no. It all started, yeah, it all started. Well, knowing your grammar helps you in determining um, the suitable discourse markers. It all started. Hmm. Oops. Okay, number three. She thought she was still asleep. Suddenly, she thought, no. In the end, she thought, no. Meanwhile, no. At first, yes, at first. At first, okay. What about the next one? Suddenly. Yeah, my instinct was right. Suddenly. Number five. In the end, the others were still looking for a way out. Or, meanwhile, the others are still. Meanwhile. Okay, the last one. Nobody won the prize. In the end, nobody won the prize. See, you, these are the discourse markers that you can use when writing your story, right? Okay, now let's look at the next task. Read the writing task below and answer the questions about it in your textbook. Your English teacher has asked you to write a story. Okay. Your story must have this title, A True Mystery. Write about 100 words. Okay, 100 words is not much. Okay, the first question. Has the teacher given the first line of the story? Has the teacher given the first line of the story? No. What does your story need to be about? It needs to be about a mystery, right? Okay, when you say mystery, it means that it needs to be surprises. Surprises must be involved in your story. Okay? Okay, let's look at C, the next one. Read the paragraphs of the example story and put them in the correct order. Okay, where is the paragraph here? So this, okay, paragraph A, B, C, D. There are four paragraphs. Okay, so we have to read the paragraph and then we have to put the paragraphs in correct order. Which one is the first one? Which one is the second paragraph? Which one is the third paragraph? Which one is the fourth paragraph? All right. So let's read it one by one together. A. Molly looked at the cat and read the name on its collar. Yes, it was Toby, the cat that belonged to her when she was 6 years old. 6 years old. Her old phone number was on the collar. B. Molly was walking home from school one day. It was a bright sunny day, and Molly, a tall, clever girl from Manchester, was relaxed, and she was thinking about the weekend. Okay, this could be the first paragraph. Okay, C. Suddenly, Molly started to run. She was scared. Toby can't be here. No, because Toby is dead. He died 10 years ago. Probably the third paragraph. Okay, this one could be the second paragraph. Oh no, no. Let's look at D. Before Molly turned into her street, a cat suddenly appeared in front of her. It was a beautiful black cat. So I think B is the first paragraph, D is the second paragraph, A is the third paragraph, and C is the fourth paragraph. Right? What do you think? Yeah, I think this is the correct one. Okay, so number one is B, paragraph B. Number two is paragraph D. Number three is paragraph A. Number four is paragraph C. Okay. All right. Okay, if I'm going too fast, you can pause the video and maybe rewind a little bit. All right. Okay, now let's look at task D. Read the example story again, okay, and write T for true or F for false. Okay, we have to decide whether these four statements are true or false, okay? The girl is scared of cats. No, the girl is not scared of cats. Molly yang nama dia. What's the name? Molly, yeah. Molly was actually surprised because uh, Toby has already died. Kan? How many years ago? 10 years ago. She was surprised. She was not scared of cats. If you're scared of cats, she wouldn't be having Toby as a pet before. So no, this is false. Number two, the girl hasn't written about a mystery. The girl hasn't written about a mystery. Do you think it involves a mystery? Do you think this story involves mystery? Of course, it's a mystery, right? How can a cat wearing the same collar, the same color, okay, still be alive after 10 years being dead, right? So no, this is false. Number three, the girl knew that Toby was dead. Yes, she knew that Toby was dead. How do I know? How do we know this? Okay, look at this, paragraph 4. Toby can't be here. No, because Toby is dead. He died 10 years ago. Huh. Okay, what about number 4? Toby was 10 when he died. Toby was 10? No, Toby died 10 years ago, not at 10 years of age. No, Toby died 10 years ago, so this is false. All right, now we got our answer. How to zoom out? I need to zoom out. Okay. All right. Now let's look at the next task. Okay? Complete the sentences by using the words in the useful expression box. Where is the useful expression box? Oh, here it is. So these are the words. Let's look at the words one by one first. When describing people, we could use tall or short. Oh, these are the opposites, okay? Tall, the opposite short. Slim, overweight. Slim tu kurus, overweight tu macam tembam. Kind, unkind. Friendly, unfriendly. Clever, stupid. Young, old. Easygoing, nervous. Scared, happy. Okay, easygoing here means it is easy for a person to mingle around with other people instead of being nervous. Okay, the opposite of easygoing is nervous. Nervous here means you're not really comfortable in mixing around with other people, especially when meeting other people for the first time. Okay, now let's look at task E. It is so what's the clue? Let's look at the next sentence. Winter is definitely here. It is so what? So cold. Oh, we haven't covered this part. Okay. So these are the adjectives in describing place and time. Place or time, right? Morning, lunchtime, afternoon, evening. Dark, bright, clean, dirty, cold, hot, early, late. So what could be the answer for the first sentence? It is so obviously cold because the clue here, winter. So winter is cold. It is cold. Okay, the second one. Sorry, I'm so and the traffic was awful. I'm so late. Could it be late? Yeah, yeah, late, right? I'm so late because the traffic was awful. I got stuck in the traffic, the bad traffic. Number three, my friend is very friendly. No. Let's look at the next sentence. She could be a model. Model is usually tall, so my friend is very tall. Number four, my audition is tomorrow. I am. Okay, if your audition is tomorrow, okay, how would you be feeling right now? Nervous, right? I am nervous. Number five, I can't wait for my party this what? This morning. Okay, it's probably talking about time. Morning, lunchtime, afternoon, evening. What could be the answer? I can't wait for my party this afternoon. Okay, ni pun boleh. This one could be it. Evening. this morning also, right? So let's choose one lah. Okay, I'll choose evening. I can't wait for my party this evening. Alright, so there it is. We got our answer. Okay, read the exam task below. What has it? Okay, let's look at task F. Read the exam task below. What has your teacher already given you? Your English teacher has asked you to write a story. Your story must begin with this sentence. A girl was walking home one day. About 100 words. Okay, so I think that is all for today. I want you to do this in our next class. Okay, I'll post a video. Okay, during our next class. Okay, but for now, just do your task is task A until task E. Okay, in your English one, in your E1, please do task A, task C, D, and E. Okay, you don't need to do task B. Okay, task A, C, D, and task E. Okay, do this task in your E1. Okay, all right. So that's all for our class today. I'll see you guys again tomorrow during our next class. All right. Okay, thank you for coming. Goodbye.